The nation's best MMA returns on June 15th with ROCKTAGON XXV, Way of the Warrior, at the UAW Event Center, local number 1005 in Cleveland, Ohio. ROCKTAGON's National Pro-Am Series returns to pick Cleveland's best MMA talent against the best fighters from around the globe. The main event featuring Taiwan, the Rising Dragon Howard, taking on Chicago's Quinton McCradle. Tickets starting at $35 are on sale now at ROCKTAGONWorldwide.com or any discount drug mart. Music by American Wi-Fi. ROCKTAGONWorldwide.com.
It's time for the ROCKTAGON Lightweight Amateur Advanced title to be decided. Let's send it up inside the ROCKTAGON to Jake Digman to bring out our first fighter.
The following contest is for the ROCKTAGON Advanced Amateur Indiana State Lightweight Championship. It is brought to you by James Jada, Lorenzo Gentili, and Tilted Kilt, the official after party of ROCKTAGON MMA 25. Prepare for battle. Introducing first, making his way down the aisle into the blue corner, please welcome James Bad Touch Mogollon.
James Mogollon, Iron Horse, martial arts and American top team here in Indiana. 23 years old and has already compiled a 4-0 record as an amateur.
In impressive fashion nonetheless. His last fight, just 2 months ago, almost to the day, was a knockout in 12 seconds of the first round against a very game James Eversole Jr., or what was believed to be a very game James Eversole Jr. He's dominated the first couple fights. In fact, one of them went to a unanimous decision against Gene Morton the second, but it wasn't even a thought that he would lose this thing. Mogollon is really one of the wrecking balls that have been slamming through the advanced amateur ranks, and he's got a shot for some hardware here today. Got a tough opponent in front of him, but certainly up to the task. A well-rounded fighter as well. He can get down on the mat, but he likes to beat you up in the stand-up first. He can knock you out in the first 15 seconds. He can take you the distance. He can submit you on the mat. He can do just about everything.
Mogollon, also a former United States Marine, active duty beginning in '08. And after that, a true Renaissance man. Went into agriculture. He realized he couldn't be a farmer and a fighter, so up until Friday, he delivered cupcakes in a pink van. And I know what you're thinking, and I'll answer it. His favorite cupcake is the Hungry Lumberjack, which is a French toast batter with bacon sprinkles on the icing. And that's the kind of Renaissance man James Mogollon is, but
I don't think he ate many of those during training.
No, this is one fit gentleman. Let's see. Let's have Jake Digman bring out Mogollon's opponent.
And his opponent, making his way down the aisle into the red corner, please welcome Gary Widget.
Gary Widget, 33 years old, fighting out of Fisher's BJJ in boxing. 9-3, and we take a look here at the defense soap, tail of the tape. Well, pretty even, 5'7", 5'9", both 155 pounds, but we've got another reach advantage for Gary Widget.
Apparently with age comes reach, I guess, because Gary Widget, 10 years older than Mogollon, and also has a 5-inch reach advantage, which is huge when you have big guys inside the cage that want to slug it out. And also huge when you get down onto the mat as well. We talked about it a lot through the early fights here. But Gary Widget, I mean, 9-3 record. He has been up against some very, very tough opponents, and he's 5-1 in his last 6 fights. Lost to David Booth, had a bounce-back fight against Lester Cole III. That was back in February, and here he is returning back to the cage, trying to win that hardware here at ROCKTAGON MMA.
You mentioned that loss to Booth. That was a decision at Coliseum Combat, another organization, and that was for a title. So this will be Gary Widget's 3rd attempt at winning an amateur title. But really, as you mentioned, he has been on a tear. Submission choke, a lot of submission victories for Gary Widget.
But he's another one of those guys who will beat you up in the stand-up, wear you down, and then can finish you off on the mat as well. You know, with these big guys, you see a lot of submissions on the record. A lot of times that's pretty deceiving because they're just pretty much going to knock you out. Won't take you out of the fight completely until they get down there and slip the arm underneath your neck and you go night-night.
We get a good look at owner James Jada. Hats off to James Jada, Mike Camp matchmaker Lorenzo Gentili for putting on another terrific night of action. But right now it's time To hand out another title bout, we send it up to Jake Digman for the official introductions.
The following contest is for the ROCKTAGON Advanced Amateur Indiana State Lightweight Championship, and it is brought to you by James Jada, Lorenzo Gentili, and Tilted Kilt, the official after party of ROCKTAGON 25. Prepare for battle. Introducing first in the blue corner, he fights out of Indianapolis, Indiana. He weighed in at 155 pounds, representing Iron Horse Martial Arts, American Top Team, and Team Indiana with an undefeated record, 4 wins, 0 losses. Please welcome James Bad Touch Mogollon! His opponent in the red corner, he fights out of Noblesville, Indiana. He weighed in at 155 pounds, representing TYB and Fisher's BJJ in boxing with an MMA record, 9 wins, 3 losses. Please welcome Gary Widget! This bout is scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds. When the action begins, your referee is Mr. Gary Copeland.
All right, listen up, fellas. Welcome to your instructions in the back. Expect you to listen to my commands all the time and clean, fair fight. Any questions out of you, Blue? How about you, man? Let's touch them up, prepare to fight.
Let's set the table here, Will. Final instructions from our referee, Gary Copeland. James Mogollon, yellow trunks, black trim. Gary Widget with the black trunks. This is for the Indiana Advanced Amateur Lightweight Championship here in ROCKTAGON MMA. Will Burge joining me, Ryan Cavanaugh, to call all the action here. And it's Mogollon who takes center stage. Looking to land that left with some success. It's getting through on Widget. Widget looks a little uncomfortable on his feet here in this exchange.
And he's really just trying to dodge the power there. Mogollon is an absolute powerhouse, especially with the left hand. You don't want to get caught blindsided by that. He's leaning over that way and then moving the opposite way, doing a good job of kind of shadow boxing him off, slapping the hands away. But you could see him does not want to get caught up, and there you go. Mogollon catches the leg, bull rushes him into the cage.
Mogollon caught the leg, went in for the takedown, and then thought better of it. Thought, I don't know if I want to be in the ground here. I'd rather stand up and have an advantage, and he backed off. But
and obviously Widget's probably the better fighter on the mat, so Mogollon, exactly as you said, saw an opportunity for a takedown and thought better of it, wanted to stay up and try to do some more damage, and now
it's the second time Mogollon jumps guard with the guillotine, but it's Widget. He's not in danger of the guillotine here. I take that back. He's now got full guard, and he taps him out.
Wow!
James Mogollon.
Unbelievable, and the strength it takes to choke someone out from that position. Luckily, it's early enough in the fight. The fighters aren't sweaty enough yet to where you can slide your head out. The strength, especially in the forearm area of Mogollon, to be able to crank that thing. It took about 2.5 seconds to choke him out.
Well, you'll see what Mogollon did. If we see the replay here, what he did is he readjusted. He got him in full guard, because he was outside of it.
Yeah.
But because right here, when I said I didn't think he'd be able to tap him out, and there's some interesting transitions here, but that side control almost, and look at him from side control, he pops his leg out and around, half guard, and he's gonna finish it into full guard, where he was able to get the choke on him. That's excellent, BJJ.
Very, very rare do you see a choke get executed like that. But it looks as almost though that was what he was lining up with the jumping takedowns. Tried it the first time, didn't get the positioning, tried it the second time, worked out for him. He's taking some hardware home.
Let's send it up to Jake Digman for the official winner.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner at 1 minute and 10 seconds of the first round by guillotine choke submission, and new ROCKTAGON MMA Advanced Amateur Indiana State Lightweight Champion, James